Hi guys, Shelly here with Sew Shelly Quilts. I thought I'd do another foot video for you this morning. Actually, I'll probably do a couple. But this is the 97D, the 1/4 inch piecing foot that just came out, in the last year or so. And it's a 9mm wide foot at the back. But it's only a 1/4 inch up here at the front right. And that is so nice because now this 9mm wide foot covers the entire feed dog while we're piecing. So it's obviously a straight stitch foot. The 1/4 inch feet from Bernina have really cool marks on them. So this mark is where the needle drops. This mark is a 1/4 inch in front of where the needle is, and this is a 1/4 inch behind. So if I need to sew to a 1/4 inch shy of where the fabric stops so that I could pivot, I would sew until my fabric reached this mark. It's on both sides. Pivot, and I would be at the perfect 1/4 inch after the fact. So this is a dual feed version of the foot. There is a C version also that doesn't have this dual feed capability. But I'm stitching on a Bernina 880, and so I have the dual feed. Our 700s and our 800s have that. So I'm going to engage the dual feed. That's an upper feed dog that comes down from the back. I've put on a straight stitch sewing plate, stitch plate. Anytime you're going to create a straight stitch, you're always going to be well served to go ahead and put the straight stitch plate on. And then I did tell the security feature on this machine that I had a straight stitch plate on, so it wouldn't allow the machine to do a zigzag stitch. Now when I'm piecing, just like many of you, I start and stop on a scrap, and that way any of my initial threads that I might be curious how that stitch was formed is going to happen on the scrap, not on my fabric. So let me grab my pieces here. I just have 2 pieces ready to go. This is just a little 4-patch, probably would be called an I Spy quilt with some little animals on it for my grandsons. So I've lined up my fabric as well as I can right here, and I'm going to put it under the foot. Now, the straight stitch plate right here has a hash mark. I don't know if that you can see that very well, but that hash mark follows into the feed dog of the foot itself. And so I want to always be able to barely see that right here. So I'm lined up with the outside edge of the foot and in to where I can barely see that to get my scant 1/4. And here we go. And it just does a beautiful job. Now once the needle is in, I'll make sure and line up these end corners and hold those as they go. If you're a pinner, you could pin. But this foot feeds it so well, I really don't need to be a pinner for this particular simple block. So here I'll line up another one. So you get the fronts going, the top corner. I'm going to feed it in exactly so that this edge is just fine. Once the needle is in, then I'll come back, line up the end of it, and off we go. It just feeds like a charm because this width back here is on all of that 9mm feed dog. So I just wanted you to be able to see that and know what a great tool this 97D foot is. Thanks. This is Shelly with Sew Shelly Quilts.